Hi, I'm Mike Herbert. I chair the Transport Forum for the Chambers of Commerce, and I've done it for some years now. My background is, although I'm now retired, I spent over 40 years in the property industry, the last 30 years in major property development, dealing with major brownfield redevelopment sites around North Staffordshire, such as Festival Park, Truro Valley, Trenton Lake. So I know the area very well, and I've got a lot of background knowledge in the impacts and benefits of transportation on the whole wider economy. We've had another busy Transport Forum meeting this morning with several presentations. And the important thing about the Transport Forum is it's the way in which the Chamber can consult and advise members, represent their views in respect of all aspects of transportation, encourage improved sustainability and better travel for all modes of transport. It's really important that we continue that as part of the Chamber's role of influencing and assisting members and public bodies. In terms of what we've done today, we've had three very good presentations. Firstly, from a representative from Midlands Connect, talking about the study they've been carrying out on the A500 A50 corridor. So that's the whole link from the M6 in North Staffordshire through to the M1 near Derby, a really important strategic route for businesses around the area. One of the statistics that was quoted is that 1.4% of the total GDP of the UK's economy relies on this route. So that's quite an important route, to say the least. And there's a lot of businesses that rely on it. It's also not just a local transport route, but it's a strategic route. It's used for transport from other parts of the country through this area to connect and improve business around the whole of the UK. Anyway, they've been completing a study looking at the aspects where improvements and enhancements are needed. They've broken the A50 up into several sectors, and they're now promoting schemes of improvements to be brought forward through the next round of funding, particularly on the North Staffordshire end, improvements to the link to the A500 through Stoke and the M6 motorway, and the central section, particularly around the junctions at Uttoxeter and either side of Uttoxeter that need improvement. It was a very good and useful presentation. Our second presentation was from Staffordshire University, talking about a recent survey they're undertaking in terms of staff travel requirements and habits and needs for the future. It's at an early stage. They've identified that obviously a high dependency on single car usage and ways in which they can assist and encourage employees and students to have better methods of transport, more sustainable methods of transport. So that's something we'll continue to work with the university. And it's very useful background information to support and encourage local authorities to look at improving transport and sustainability. Our last presentation was a brief presentation on carbon literacy training, which is a current initiative by Staffs County Council. Runs through until June. There's funding for courses through to June this year. And this is to improve your staff's understanding of how to impact and improve your carbon outputs or reduce your carbon outputs across your business. That's something that, again, will provide and assist in the need for improved sustainability. In terms of other general matters that we've talked about, constant issues that relate to us in terms of smart motorway upgrades, the current government's pause in the rollout of smart motorways. We're looking at the issues around that. All the issues relating to the transport impacts of HS2 alongside the work of the HS2 Forum. Issues clearly about the need for clean air improvements in Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle areas, and the current proposals by the local authorities for various clean air zones or restrictions, and we're consulting on that. And other matters that we've talked about today is the current bids for restoring your railways, the Stoke to Leek line proposals for reopening stations at Mere, Etruria potentially, Barlaston and Wedgwood, all very important to improve connectivity in the area. And then finally, the point in terms of transportation was our ongoing discussion about improving the network for charging of electric vehicles. a big concern to anybody contemplating electric vehicle is what's known as range anxiety. So therefore the improvements to the charging network. And then finally this year is the rollout for the Chamber of the Sustainable Development Goals and how the Chamber can interact and influence businesses in terms of delivering the UN Sustainable Development Goals. This month we're focusing on no poverty and zero hunger, not directly relative to relating to the Transport Forum, but indirectly very much so. So it's been an interesting meeting. We'd really welcome more people to join us and interact with us, and always happy to answer questions.